I just wanted to say that I really acknowledge your idea about a holistic approach. I think that's where we need to be going in society as a whole. Also that community-based projects work because people do have a sense of ownership of their community. And I really applaud the council for getting you along here tonight to talk to us. And I think my question is of the council, are they going to follow through?
And I hasten to add, this did not happen overnight in Seattle. I'm talking about 22 years of history to put this together. So I think they're starting on it. I mean, I think it's off to a fantastic start. They brought in a great team of people to help lead the community planning effort. There's clearly commitment. And you don't need $4.5 million for a matching fund. I think ours is too large in Seattle. We've helped cities of Sydney, Port Phillip, Wodonga all start matching fund programs. And most do it for $25,000 or $50,000. Because it's really about giving people an incentive to think in a different way. It's about tapping those community resources. And the biggest part is reducing that red tape.
Absolutely. Oh, that's a great one.
Can
I respond to that? Well, obviously, if we would take any notice of Mr. Dyer tonight, is that the plan is yours.
Yes.
You are the people you're going to drive it, and we are the one that we're going to decide how far we're going to go with it. Now, if some of these people probably remember, I'm not politicking now, is when I got elected the second time, this was another thing I was going to do is to present this other things to the public.
Good.
Okay?
Thank you.
And the other thing, the reason I started off, I also said it's a two-way street.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's also about community changing, because most cities, I didn't hear it here, but most cities I go to and I talk about empowering the community, elected officials look at me like I'm crazy. And why would we want to empower those activists? And they're thinking about the same 10 or 15 people in every city in the world who have really big mouths and no constituency and say, I speak for the community and nobody's behind them. It's not worth partnering with those individuals. It's only worth partnering with the community if it's broad and inclusive engagement. So it's also about the community stepping up and really making it worth the city's while to partner. And it's about the community taking some responsibility and not just expecting council to do everything.
Oh, I agree with you, but you know, we have to have them.
No, I know. It's two-way. Yeah.
Two or three questions. Julie down the back, and then over here.
I've been in this community for a long time, 30-odd years, and 15 years of that I've been running not-for-profit groups and trying to develop that in this community. And I must say, this is the biggest breath of fresh air that I have heard in a long time. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. That wasn't a question, but it was a wonderful statement. Please. Oh, there was over this side again first, please. Sorry, please.
There was another statement, like planning. Sometimes we often in the community see a wonderful plan being dragged out. 1992, this is a fantastic plan.
Yeah.
And then everybody goes, great, this sounds like a good idea, this is going to happen. We wait, and we wait,
Right.
and we wait.
That's what we do wrong. We wait.
And we wait, and then the plan gets dragged out again.
Right.
10 years later, then they say, oh, we're doing some more work.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then it goes back on the shelf again.
Yeah.
And people just go, oh well, forget it. If I haven't got it here, I'm going to move into another community.
Right. And I didn't have time to tell the whole story tonight, but in fact, our planning continued to evolve after the story I told here. Because neighborhood groups said, this is fantastic, you've empowered us to do plans, but if we're going to make these plans really effective, we also need the city to be more engaged. They said we're almost too independent. So we went to really a more collaborative kind of planning, which is, I think, what you're thinking about, you're talking about here with your community plan. Because government has a lot that can contribute to the plan. They've got the data, they know the policies, they know the budget, they've got a lot of expertise, and the community's got a lot of expertise. They know the community better than anybody else. So there's real value in both parties coming together.
I agree.
Yep.
Because the feeling is it's dragged out to herald.
Yeah.
This is a great plan, then it goes away. Then it gets dragged out 10 years again. And it's a great plan, but you know.
No, I often say the reason there's so few activists is because governments worn everybody else down. You know, and that's true everywhere in the world. And so democracy doesn't work if it's a few self-appointed people. It only works if it's broad and inclusive. And both government and community need to change if we're going to make democracy work.
It needs to happen faster.
Just one more down here, and we might wrap it up after that.
My question is all the people here, probably all groups
Yep.
that are really dedicated and
Yep.
passionate
Yep. Yep.
and committed.
Yep.
But from what you said, your plan needs to bring everyone together
Yep.
as a
Yep.
community,
Yep.
not each group
Yep.
working alone. So what we need is to work out a way for all the different groups to kind of be one somehow.
That's right. And more than that, there's so many groups that aren't represented here. So part of it's recognizing that everybody, just about everybody, is already organized. They just aren't all organized in your group. So there are faith-based groups, and there are school-based groups, and there are neighborhood watches, and youth groups, and senior groups, and informal groups. And it's about how do you tap all those different groups, and particularly look for the networks of people who are currently underrepresented in activities. And then we form what we call district councils to start bringing those groups together. We have coordinators who help bring those interests together so they can speak with more of one voice, get to know each other, create real power, develop consensus at the local level, share resources, finally get business and residents together, never been in the room, just fighting each other, get them all in the same room. And then it's a lot of tricks, and a lot of keys to community engagement, which are, it's not just about meetings. If we're going to get more people engaged, we need to have more fun. We need to start where people are, start with their network, start with their language and culture, start as close to their homes as possible, start with their passions rather than always pushing our agendas. Listen to people, find out what they care about. People need to see results. And we need to take off those labels and focus on the gifts that everybody has together.
Listen, I think we might wrap it up, and if there's still some hot water in the urn, welcome to have another cup of tea. Look, thank you everyone for coming out tonight. It's been a wonderful evening. I'm not sure if the Mayor might want to say good night.
Well, I just want to, on your behalf, I'd like to thank Jim for giving this presentation tonight, and I hope that stirred everybody else's mind. But from what I can get from him, and I had a good chat today, and we seem to be on the same wavelength. Yep. And also, we are doing this, or we got to do this, because for the future we are kids. Okay? So just think about that. Because as I look around the table here tonight, it looks like we're around about the average about 30 years old.
That's generous.
So with that, please, we're gonna have quite a few more of those sort of presentation in the future. Please come again. Tell your friends and bring some more. If this is not big enough, we will go and find a bigger place, the town hall or elsewhere. Okay, so please drive safely to go home because we would like to see you again. Okay?